One time.
In Lagos, you don't know where you can find creative arts. It's all over the place. Even in an apartment building, artists are there creating some very interesting work. I'm here to meet one of the greatest artists you'll find in Lagos. Her name is Zennia. Let me just go inside and talk to her.
Welcome.
Nice to see you. How you doing?
My country people.
Thank you for inviting me to your house, your studio.
How I know say hustle never pay.
Welcome.
Wow. In your bedroom. This is your gallery.
Yes, my studio. Yes, it's a double.
Well,
It's for my studio and that's where my
creativity
bedroom.
can happen.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. What are we working on here?
It's a piece on climate change.
A climate change.
Yes.
Well, that's a big deal. Because the climate is really changing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Especially here in Lagos. Lagos is actually under
The wetlands. Yeah.
And most of these places that we're sitting on is sandfield.
Yes, yes.
And
I hope you don't mind. I'll continue.
With all the doors and everything we do, we throw all over the place.
Development and all that. We feel for business and commercial purposes, and we're building houses, and when there is a rise in sea level, it comes back to us, leaving us homeless.
So you are reflecting all of this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So how's it coming?
Coming out fine, using the face to represent the species that have been endangered, the plant, animal, human beings as well. I'm basically working on the vulnerables, anybody that is affected in this, especially the human beings.
Thing that you're doing, I think it's intensive, time consuming. How long does it take to come up with this kind of work? How long does it take to finish it?
Actually, it depends on the piece, the size. So this one, I would say a week, because I have a couple of it, like 9 pieces. It's going to be a panel. Yeah, this does.
So all of these are work in progress, right?
Yes, for one piece. Yes, it's going to be a piece. You can always see the love, though I've not highlighted it.
Yeah.
I use the love to show the mouth, like there is love within that, whatever love leads.
So you tend to do, 2 or 3 or 4 work at the same time. How do you come up with the ideas? The
inspiration is always from within. Like every of my pieces is a life experience, either things that have happened to me or things that happen around me. It has something to do with the happenings around.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm always motivated, or whenever I see the vulnerable, I'm inspired, be it women, be it children. These are mostly what I address in my work.
Interesting. Any good artist, you try to illustrate and portray what's going on
here around me, in the news, people around, whatever that is affecting the world.
I must not do anything that to you. Otherwise, you will put me on the canvas.
From my perspective. So, but I always try to tell people with the work, after highlighting the issues, I try to make people understand that there is still hope. You don't have to give up, whatever you're passing through. So most times my work is there to console the discomfortable. So it's always there. It's always like feeling there is hope in the horizon. Like I know that the nails, they connote pain, but despite with that, I use it to produce a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
So I have the one becoming. I have a lot of work that I've addressed. Even I reflect my culture also. As an African, I have a series of African mediums, like a hairstyle, the past, connecting past, present, like as I connect the dot. If we could maintain what we are known for, which is, as a woman, your hairstyle, if we could maintain that, I believe that we are actually ambassadors of our culture, the beauty of our culture, who we are. If we are not careful, we're going to lose our hairstyle, we're going to lose who we are to weave-ons and foreign hairs.
You use women as a theme most of what you do.
Yeah.
Is it because you're a woman yourself, or?
No, maybe because of my upbringing, coming from Igbo land, where I know mostly they believe that women should be seen, not heard. So things that happened, that was also an opportunity. I see it as an opportunity to have grown in the rural area. So I see a lot of things happen. I see a lot of women smile while they are in so much pain, and most times my work reach out to them like they should just hold on. There is hope. We should portray this. People should know. Maybe you might be a victim, or you might be the one that even yeah, so you might not know. So but when you see a piece, you see what we're talking about, it might reflect, and maybe it might be a changing point for you. When we talk about women, we're talking about women in general, not just a particular person.
Yeah.
It could be your mom, it could be your sister, it could be your daughter even.
Yeah. Again, I'm looking at what you're doing here. I'm thinking about the process.
Okay.
No, of course, you have nails and
yeah, a little bit of this. I have a bag full of materials there, so I often use the one that is necessary.
How do you start? Do you have a sketch in mind? Do you draw a sketch on the?
Yes, sometimes I pick up my board and start drawing directly on the board, but most times I do my sketch as a guideline. So when I have my line sketch very fancy, you won't be seen, like you can't see anyone here. So I draw my line like a guide, then I start putting my nails.
Okay, the sketch is there, maybe it's not really visible.
Yes.
But it's visible in your
my head. Yes,
and
exactly.
you use the thread and the nails.
Yeah, I put after the sketch, first of all, I prime my board. I treat my board as well with wood treatment, so to prevent it from maybe termites affecting it, and so that the durability could be assured. So when I prime my board with wood treatment, I apply my colors. I mostly use acrylic just to get a flat base. So here, because of the global warming, I decided to bring in colors like lights and all that. We see that the blue is faint, everything is turning, the sun, there is rise in temperature even. So now after the priming of the board, I do a line sketch, very faint, but what I want is in my head. After that, I put my nails.
Okay,
okay.
The nail thing is another thing that I'm looking at. Okay. Where do you know how to put each and every nail?
I know where I want to be dark. I bring the nails closer. I know where I want to be lighter. So it's like mathematics. I do
so
plus and minus.
You cannot make a mistake in doing this.
There's no mistake. Once I hit the nail, I can't pull it out.
You can't pull it out.
When I do, there will be a dent. So if it's threading, I can always go back.
Okay.
And return, and it takes time. Sometimes I might condemn a work start afresh, but in terms of nails, I'm always very, very careful with it. It's either I find a way around it so that the mistake won't be seen, or I can even make it creative, like that I don't pull out the nails. If not, I will have a mess on the work.
Where did the concept of using nails came from? Where did you get the idea that okay, I can put nails on wood and bring some nice images out?
It's really a long story. Like growing up, we had a craft. So with the Life in My City exhibition, I wanted something that would be outstanding. So and I tried out using this to form an image, to pass a message rather than craft. And I succeeded. And again, maybe I would have stopped there, but after the exhibition, I won the overall. So I went in the market, started looking out for colors. Could this thread have many colors? And surprisingly, I was happy to find out that they have as many colors you could think of. And this is fishing nail. But one thing I have come to realize that then I was like, oh God, so I am starting this in the world. Only for me to check the internet and find out that such has been in existence.
Okay, you're never alone.
Yeah, so I started looking at other artists. There's an artist, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I recently found about him that he's a German artist. He should be in his 90s, so you can imagine he has practiced nail work all his life. Photography, going out, painting events and all that. I did that for a while. Yes, I'm a photographer. I do video editing as well.
Really?
Visual communication design, that's graphic design, photography, and as well this.
Okay.
These are the three major areas.
So where has this work taken you to? Where you been with all your works?
Wow, to God be the glory. I've been to Senegal. That was my first international exhibition. Then from Dakar off, I exhibited in Dakar 2018. That's the Dakar off, the side exhibitions apart from the main exhibition. So after that, I exhibited in South Africa in October as well, and then USA, Canada, last year Brazil as well, and hopefully I will be having an exhibition in Germany and as well Lagos here too, because there in the east, coming to Lagos was like, oh God, how am I going to have an exhibition in Lagos? It was a big deal. So I just saw myself in Lagos. I exhibited the first three works I brought in the Nikkei gallery that everybody was like, wow, wow, wow. So those things really encouraged me a lot. But that is how creativity is. Maybe my spirit doesn't lead me to this climate change. It wants me to talk about a woman. So yes, you don't have that zeal to work on this, but you still have the zeal to work on something else. So I rather keep it and start something else. After a while, you come back to it and you see that but it will be coming out to what you want.
Yeah. What else do you want to also know about you?
I believe that there is a duty, like you should share the work. I believe in being in my studio working, why a gallery represents me, a gallery that will have a good condition, why I be in my studio and work. There's a work that is in US now, it's titled Stuck in a Marriage Vow. Like a lot of women go into marriage with lofty expectations, and when they get there, maybe their expectations will be burst and they are left with regrets. They don't know if they should leave. The society is there to criticize them when they leave, so they either die in pain. So when I finish the work, somebody looked at me and said, this is me. So I'm the person like.
Well, it's a pleasure coming here to see you work and see things that you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
AJ on the beat. If they love.